This is really bad wine. In my mind, I wouldn't drink this. I wouldn't drink a glass. This wine, it doesn't even belong on the table, honestly. It's far and away the worst wine I've tasted this year. Hey everybody, this is Greg at BigHammerWines.com. Today, my one take wine pitch on 4 wines from Napa Valley. Cabernet Sauvignon is universally loved, the most widely planted grape in the world. Why? Because it's easy to adapt and people just love the beautiful fruit flavors. The Cab gives this blueberry, blackberry, boysenberry, wonderful roundness. It's just so enjoyable. So today I'm going to compare one wine that is known by almost all Napa Cabernet drinkers, in part because it's ubiquitous. It's available in just about every convenience store and gas station across America. And it's the Caymus 2021 Cabernet Sauvignon. I have it in my glass. I don't usually drink this wine. It's worth noting that Robert Parker's Wine Advocate hasn't rated this wine since 2015. Wine Spectator is typically scoring it around 90 to 92 points year after year. This wine sells for $80 to $100 in most places, even sometimes more. Looking at it, it looks more like a Malbec than a Cab. It's really inky, unnaturally so, because I make wine, including Cabernet. So immediately on the visual inspection, I'm suspicious that this wine is not 100% Cab, and or it might have some sort of color agent additive, like a mega purple, mega red. And that's kind of confirmed on the nose. There's definitely chemical, kind of a plastic smell. Overly ripe and jammy and manipulated is what this smells like. Wow. Wow. I'm speechless in a sense of, I'm kind of angry, to be honest. This wine is so manufactured, is the right word for this. In order to stock shelves across the world, across America, they have to be producing literally commercial tank farms volumes of this and blending all sorts of stuff and variety of lots. And I would be surprised if this doesn't indicate some sort of lot number. For the money, I think this is a waste of money. I think if you're buying this, don't shop at BigHammerWines.com. It's not really the type of wine we sell. We've bought it and sold it if people ask for it. I mean, there's no value here. And so if you know people that like this wine or they tell you this is representative Napa Cab or delicious, I would not trust them at all when it comes to wine or food. This is really bad wine. In my mind, I wouldn't drink this. I wouldn't drink a glass. I wouldn't pay $20 for this bottle of wine. Even if I paid $20, let alone the $80 to $100 they charge, I'd be disappointed. And that's just an honest opinion based on my 25 years of experience. I hope you guys move on from this. Next, 2020 Sero Napa Cabernet. The interesting thing, the reason I wanted to taste this wine next to the Caymus is because Derek Beitler, the winemaker for Sero Wines, is in fact the nephew of Chuck Wagner, who started Caymus and trained at Caymus, worked there during summers before leaving to make his own small production of wines. This comes from Oakville Vineyards. They're under NDA. He doesn't tell us because those same vineyards sell their wines for like $200+. It's a 2020 vintage. Right off the bat. And even just looking at the color. Night and day. This smells like wine. This smells like Cabernet. This looks like Cabernet. This smells like the French oak it was in. High quality wine. It's delicious. Nothing else to say other than this is a wine I'd be happy to drink. It's a wine that I'm happy to talk about. I'm happy to share with people. I think it's got really good kind of juicy fruit, but not jammy, not overly, and it's certainly not sweet. There's imperceptible amount of sugar in this, probably under 1 gram. And really nice wine. The type of wine that we like to sell at Big Hammer Wine Stock. Next up, number 3 in our Napa Cab lineup, 2018 Brookman Cabernet. This is Atlas Peak, majority Stagecoach Vineyard fruit. Gary Brookman, somewhat of a legend, famous winemaker. He worked at Phelps, Miner family, among other well-regarded wineries. He has his own small production of a few hundred cases. Big Hammer Wines is one of the only retailers that sells the wine outside of the winery. This is great. This is really good wine. It's kind of what I want in a Napa Cab. This one's got a couple more years on it than the other 2 that we tasted thus far. I think it's mellowed out a little bit. Kind of that oak is integrated. It's got more roundness. It's a little more fleshy. 2018, super high quality vintage. And I really just get a sense of the quality of this wine in the nose, in the mouth. It's seamlessly integrated. It's just a wine I really hope you guys can taste, because I'm very proud of this wine. I mean, I'm proud to sell this wine. So our 4th and final wine is the Acumen. This is 2021, so same vintage as the Caymus. And Acumen, also located near Atlas Peak and the Stagecoach Vineyard. This is a state winery that is on the up and up, relatively new with a lot of investment that's making it quite a splash in terms of quality with the team, the vineyard manager, the winemaker, and we're very impressed with these wines so far. This is the most fresh. It's the youngest, it's the tightest, it's the brightest, it's the most primary. When I say fresh, I'm referring to that fruit flavor, that fruit quality. So it just jumps out of the glass with that blueberry jam. And I can smell kind of some graphite and oak and vanilla, of course. I know this is a young wine. From the color, again, kind of, I would say, I know it's difficult for you, but this is a more natural Napa Cab color. And the nose is like spot on. I get the sense that this is a wine that's going to have longevity. This is a wine that is young now, and I think it would really develop in the glass if we had dinner with this, and it will certainly continue to develop for some years to come. Yeah, that blackberry, that primary, that tension for being, youthful. Really good wine. Really good wine. So if I have to judge this on kind of where these wines are at today, I think this wine's really just like in an incredible drinking window. Like, I think this is delicious. I think this is super fun because it's so young and primary, and I think a lot of people are going to get a lot of joy out of this. I think this Cerro Napa Cab, sort of close right there. But I think it's sort of between these 2 in the vintage 2020. Also, still could benefit from some time. This wine, it doesn't even belong on the table, honestly. It's far and away the worst wine I've tasted this year, and I taste 100 wines a week. That's our Napa Cab roundup for the day, and hope you enjoyed. Cheers.